You pour resources into your SaaS marketing engine. The machinery hums, the momentum builds, but right at the point of impact, it does not connect. You hit the milestone every founder chases, 10,000 monthly visitors pouring in through organic search. You are ranking for high-volume keywords and publishing consistently. But look at this chart. The blue traffic line climbs steeply. The gray line, flatlining at the bottom, is your conversion rate. Stuck at 0.3 that actively captures buyers, those rising acquisition costs will eventually bankrupt the entire marketing engine. An educational researcher searches for basic definitions, like what is churn rate? They build general knowledge, 6 months out from knowing they need a solution. But an active buyer searches for how to reduce SaaS churn. They have an expensive problem and need a tool to solve it today. This visual of two funnels reveals a stark difference in outcomes. The wide, shallow funnel represents top-of-funnel educational content, yielding a tiny 0.5% conversion rate. The narrow, deep funnel on the right represents bottom-of-funnel content, topics designed specifically for active buyers, yielding a massive 5 to 8% conversion rate. That tenfold difference comes down to timing. 6 Sense's 2025 Buyer Experience Report shows that 94% of B2B buyers establish their vendor preferences before they ever speak to a sales representative. By the time a decision maker finally clicks Bige to your website, they are already past the educational stage. They are actively comparing your software against your 2 biggest competitors. If your entire content catalog consists of beginner-level definitions, you are competing for attention against Wikipedia, rather than competing for revenue against your actual market rivals. This diagram shows the broken architecture of most SaaS blogs, an 80-15-5 split. 80% top-funnel awareness, 15% middle funnel consideration, and a 5% bottom funnel base. Being top-heavy, the structure fails. Traffic bounces off the massive educational layer. Users leave with no path. To fix this, invert your priorities. Build a solid structural foundation out of bottom-of-funnel content. These are pages engineered for high-intent searches. You need direct comparison pages pitting your product against competitors. You need alternative to pages to capture frustrated users ready to switch, and use case guides written for specific job titles or industries. You also need interactive tools like ROI calculators so buyers can quantify their business case, pages detailing industry benchmarks, and case studies highlighting specific measurable results, like reducing churn by 23%. These 6 specific page types are the only architectural elements designed for someone who holds purchase authority and is sitting at their desk trying to make a final decision right now. This balanced 3-tier structure represents the new ideal ratio for SaaS content. By shifting to a 50-30-20 split between top, middle, and bottom-of-funnel content, you create a stable, interconnected machine. But publishing those high-intent pages in isolation is not enough. They have to function as physical stepping stones, intentionally linked together to capture and pull down that high-volume top-funnel traffic. Here is how the user journey should work. A potential buyer lands on a broad, top-funnel educational article about a common industry pain point. Instead of leaving them at a dead end, that article explicitly links them down into a middle-funnel tactical guide, moving them from general awareness into active consideration. Finally, that guide links them directly into a bottom-funnel ROI calculator or a competitor comparison page. They have now been guided straight to a conversion point. When buyers experience this specific, interconnected pre-qualification journey, the data from conversion experts shows they convert to free trials at twice the normal rate. Traffic without direction is a vanity metric. Qualified pipeline is the only metric that sustains a business. Stop publishing those random, standalone blog posts. Build one highly specific comparison page today. Link your existing content to it, and let your new architecture go to work.